What's going on, y'all? KAG here, and today we're going to be talking about something a little different. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Xbox Scorpio versus PlayStation 4's boosted mode. Now, I know a lot of y'all have noticed this new PlayStation 4 boosted mode that has just came out, and pretty much what it is doing is it's actually enhancing these previously already released games. Now, on the other hand, you have these PS4 Pros, and then you have like your PS4 Slims, and then you have your standard PS4, but then you have your Xbox Scorpio that's supposed to be coming out later this year. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to be officially announced at E3, which we'll do another video on later, but we have this whole situation where Xbox now has to compete with this boosted mode of the PlayStation 4, which is really looking like it's gonna be an issue here, because what it is really doing is, I mean, some of these games are like a big, huge, significant enhancement for these games where they were running sluggish, where they were running a little slow. You know, the frames per second were increased, and like they are running really smooth right now. And it's kind of like giving, you know, your players that you already own your console an enhancement. It's like upgrading their system without actually having them buy any other additional, you know, products. And then on the other hand, you take a look at Xbox Scorpio, which is supposed to be coming out later this year, and they now have to compete with a PS4 Pro that has a boosted mode that has amazing gameplay, graphics, all of that, and it is still, you know, decently priced. But then we have your Xbox Scorpio, which is touting 6 teraflops, which is supposed to be a rather beast of a console. But Microsoft is gonna have a real issue here when it comes to competing with the PlayStation 4, because if you actually take a look at it right now, their numbers are like half the numbers of PS4 sales already. But with them coming out with the Xbox Scorpio, you're gonna have this issue where you're gonna have to really show up. You're gonna have to show up to play. Now, granted, PlayStation 4 Pros, I don't believe are just flying off the shelves or anything, but you're gonna have to bring out some games, and with them actually, you know, canceling games like Scalebound, you know, this kind of puts them in kind of a sticky situation, because a lot of their consumers that would typically go ahead and buy these Xbox Scorpio consoles, you know, because they buy every Xbox that comes out, are gonna be kind of iffy about your console, because you're not getting quite as many, you know, you're not getting quite as much support. You're not getting quite as many first-party titles on there. Granted, yes, both of them get pretty much the same third-party content, but with you canceling some of your largest games, it kind of puts y'all in a bad situation. And what I believe that they're actually going to have to do is, when they actually do this presentation for the Xbox Scorpio, they're going to have to put out a lot of games that have exclusive content for this Xbox Scorpio for it to really sell. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna come out there and put out like 2 or 3 games that show improved graphics or somewhat improved graphics. It's gonna have to be a big, huge, significant difference if you're clouting that you're the, you know, the most highest spec console that is out there on the market. You're gonna have to be displaying like a PC, right? Your games are gonna have to look like PC quality when you release these games. You're gonna have to have a huge lineup of games that are supposed to be coming to this system. Whether or not you make some exclusives just for the Scorpio, or if you're gonna try to do some games that are gonna be on the Xbox Scorpio and the Xbox One. But if I was them and I was in this situation, I would say, yes, all the Xbox One games play on the Xbox Scorpio, but there are some exclusive titles. Let's say like you have a Halo 5, and then you have like a Halo 5, the definitive edition, which is for Xbox Scorpio. They're gonna need to do something like that in order to make sure that these things fly off the shelves, because right now, with the way PlayStation's going with their whole new boosted mode, they're gonna be in kind of a situation, because people already own PlayStations, and on top of that, you know, we're seeing that they're able to increase, you know, their frame rates, their graphic quality, and everything like that. So for those who are already Sony fans, maybe this is gonna detour their interest in the Xbox Scorpio, whereas before they were kind of interested in it and like, maybe I will pick up an Xbox, right? Maybe they were like that, but now they're like, well, you know what? PlayStation 4 just got this new boosted mode and now the games run really great. Maybe I'll just stick with my PlayStation 4 because they're going to be playing pretty much the same games as over there, minus like a couple games, like maybe some Rare titles, which I mean Rare doesn't even make games anymore, and then you have like your Halo and your Gears of War. But outside of that, you know, maybe they won't find, you know, a reason to actually pick up an Xbox Scorpio and they'll just say, well, you know what, I'll stick with my PlayStation 4 Pro because, you know, it's doing me just fine. And not to mention, this thing, the Xbox Scorpio is gonna have to come at a decent price because you don't want to show up to the market with a $500-600 console, because if you're at that rate, you might as well build yourself a PC. Give yourself some keyboard and mouse, you know, along with you having the ability to use Xbox One controllers on your PC. You might as well do it that way rather than have an Xbox, you know, Scorpio, which probably isn't even gonna tout as much as a regular PC. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about all this down there in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Are they going in the right direction with the Xbox Scorpio? What do you think they need to do in order to make sure that the thing flies off the shelves? Anyways, KAG here. I'm out of here. Peace.